Hi, I'm Colin and welcome to How to Paint Watercolours. So if you're ready, we'll get started and we'll paint this one. Hello and welcome to Paint Watercolours with me, Colin. And I've just stretched a piece of paper. This is a £140 Bockingford rough. And what I'm doing is I'm just leaving a thin film of water all over the paper, very, very thin. Remove any excess off around from the edge, and then we're ready to begin. So this is a mixture of cadmium yellow and Indian yellow, and I just want to bring some in here. Might even just add a little cadmium yellow on its own, just in certain areas, just to bring the colour out. And like I say, this is mainly for beginners and intermediates. But what I'm trying to show you, if you're a beginner, is the strength of colour that you can use. This is straightforward Indian yellow, and I just want to put this in here. Maybe a little pop down there. I've got the board laying flat, and then while I have that, this is Indian yellow and cadmium yellow with cadmium red deep. I'm just going to put a band of that in here, and because there's a thin film of water on the paper, you'll get this colour to spread beautifully, but it will dry lighter. I'll just bring the colours together. This is a stronger mix of the same colour. Should go into the top part of the sky. We will be bringing in some dark clouds, even though it's a sunset picture. There will be a bit going on. And this is the same mix with the cadmium red and Indian red with some cadmium yellow, but I've added burnt umber to this, and this can go in the top. Just get it in quick, don't think about it too much. Bring the colours together, pop some in the land. Doesn't matter if this orange drifts upwards into the sky. And now that we've got that on, we're going to leave this now to settle and drift a little bit, and then we're going to put some darker clouds in, as if a storm is coming in at sunset. Okay, now that the paper has dried off a little bit, and you can still see it's got that little velvet colour. This is a mixture of French ultramarine and burnt umber. Streak them in. Create some nice cloud textures and shapes. Damp brush, just soften that edge off. Darker at the top, working relatively quickly before the paper dries too far, leaving gaps so that the colour can show through. We will be putting a stronger colour on shortly. Just move to a smaller brush, same mixture. Just take the excess off. I want to put a few in here, just a few. Go right across the horse so it looks like your clouds have joined up. Soften those edges down with a damp brush. Keep softening it down. as I like to say, just tickle it. Once you have your edges softened, we can move to a stronger mixture. This is Prussian blue and burnt umber. We need to add some darks at the top to make it atmospheric. This will help to bring your eye into the painting. Leave some of the brown cloud underwash showing through. Just picking out the dark areas to paint in, to give the impression that there may be a thunderstorm later on. Let all this soften in. Taking a damp brush once again, soften your edges in. Anywhere you think you can see it. Oh, that looks okay. I'm going to change to a bigger brush, and I always damp my brushes first, make them damp so they're a nice edge. We can start to paint in the horse. This is the burnt umber French ultramarine. I'm just getting it in. Once again, just putting the cloud back. French ultramarine and burnt umber. Put the ear in on that side. Bring it around here. Put the ear in here. And just paint the whole of your horse in. I've re-wet the bottom here just to keep it damp. I'm not bothered if it disturbs the colour that's on it. Okay, you've got your horse basically painted in, and with the same colour I'm just going to add this under the feet, and then we'll pull the horse into the ground just to attach him or her. Same time, I just want to put the fence post in. We were doing a bit of lifting out once again, just to add some extra interest. I want that bit of wood to be a bit gnarly there. I think that's a word, isn't it? Gnarly. Bring some colour into the bottom. Once again, like I say, this is a painting that I think these kind of paintings suit beginners or intermediates, but they're also very, very effective, and you can end up with a painting first time round that's a masterpiece, or looks it. Just adding some more dark under where the horse is there. This is the Prussian blue and burnt umber. And I'm all just going to add some into the horse as well, just to give that a little bit more depth, because the burnt umber and French ultramarine dries lighter, even though it looks almost black. Just pull it down. I also once again want to leave some of the orange underwash showing through. Change to my rigger brush now. Dark mix once again. Put some wires in. Swoop some of these down into the ground perhaps. And then we'll just put some barbs on it, just to add interest to the fence, making it look like barbed wire. Don't put them everywhere. now we have to leave that to dry for a moment or two before we lift some paint out. Okay, as you can see, the painting's dried out, and once again, just lift some paint out along the horse's back to leave some of the underwash showing. I think my daughter's making a cup of coffee, so we'll get close to it. Finishing it, I think. Just re-wetting the brush all the time. I just want to take some paint off the side of the fence posts. You do this with a soft sable brush, or if you're very careful you can use a nylon one. Off that one, some off this one. Try and keep my head out of the way. Just loosening the paint. Lift it off with the brush. And I think we'll just take some off the back and hind leg. Maybe just a little bit here.